guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to share with you guys our meal plan for this coming week, as well as 4 tips that I am using to get our family out of our meal planning rut. And by our family, I mean myself, because I've been stuck and it is time to admit it. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay friends, so I realized a couple days ago that I was just being so lazy and totally not into meal planning or grocery shopping or anything. And it's something that's kind of been consistent, especially with the holiday season. It's just a busy time of year. You're really focused on shopping for a lot of other things besides food, but you still need to eat, right? You need to feed your family, and you need to do so on a budget if you're anything like us. So for those of you who are wondering, our grocery budget is $400 a month. We do have a teenager who lives with us, and so we make more meals for him, obviously. And when we moved him in with us, we knew we needed to up our grocery budget a little bit, so we did so. And we kind of adjust it on a month-to-month basis. Sometimes we do need all of the $400, sometimes it's around $300. It just depends on what's going on and really what we have available to us throughout that month. So I knew that I needed to break out of my meal planning rut, and I started thinking about how to do just that. And I used some of these tips that I'm going to share with you guys today. So if you're in a meal planning rut, then hopefully these will help you also, because they've been beneficial to me. So tip number 1 is what we always start with when we're meal planning or prepping. It's to check your fridge and pantry. Now you do this for 2 reasons, especially if you're in a rut. The first one is to make sure that you're able to use up things that need to be used before they go bad or before they expire. But the second reason is to hopefully get inspiration for you. Maybe you forgot about that package of mashed potatoes that's in the back of your cupboard, and that gives you new inspiration for something to make for your family. Or maybe there's a bag of meatballs that you totally forgot about in your freezer, and that will be something that's really simple and easy to cook up for you during the week when you're having a really hectic week, but still makes you feel good and know that you are feeding your family well. Tip number 2 is to consult your family on favorite recipes and meal ideas. Even if they're recipes or meal ideas that are from restaurants or like from fast food places, ask them what they are feeling or what they've wanted to eat over the past couple of weeks, or something that they have been craving lately. That will hopefully help to get you motivated and inspired. Personally, I have been just absolutely loving In-N-Out Burger over the past couple of weeks. We've gone there several times, and just as we're like out and about doing Christmas shopping and things like that. So I knew that that was something that I could recreate here at home. So even if the meals that your family is recommending or suggesting are not homemade meals, there are tons of resources that you can use from Pinterest and just Googling recipes, like copycat, recipe for X, Y, and Z on the internet that you can find recipes for that are really simple and easy to make, and that you can tweak and use whatever ingredients that you have at home or something similar. I also do recommend that you kind of pay attention to the ingredients list. Often when I personally look at a recipe, it will call for a bunch of different ingredients and we don't have them, but we have like the main staples needed for that meal. So I will just simplify it. I'll use whatever I have on hand and make it, and it comes out great either way. So don't feel like you have to go out and buy specialty ingredients just to make one meal. That's wasteful, and it really impacts your budget in a huge way if you're buying one special sauce for one meal that you're going to have one time in like 3 months. So make sure that you're keeping that in mind and using what you have on hand. And even look up different substitutions for, whatever sauce it may be, or a different type of like oil or something like that. So if you have anything that you need to make a substitution for, it's easy to find those suggestions also. Third tip to help you get out of a rut is to incorporate some new foods or different foods into your meal plan. Now, this is something that is, I kind of say with a word of caution, because you don't want to go out and buy like eggplant for the first time and your family's like, what the heck is this? And they're not going to eat it. So be mindful of what it is you're getting. Don't get something super exotic that no one has ever tried before and you don't know how to cook. Get something that's pretty familiar or comfortable, that you are comfortable with, and try that. Just do something to kind of mix up the recipes that you usually make, and that will help to get you out of a rut also. And my 4th tip is something that I go to every week. I use this at least once a week, but it is to make it easy. So use whatever convenient system you have, whether that's a crock pot or an instant pot or like freezing a meal ahead of time time and just being able to throw it in the oven in the evenings when you need to make dinner. Do something that is going to be easy and simple for you to do that will help you to feed your family, but in a simple way, in a way that doesn't cause a lot of stress or make you come home and think, oh my gosh, now I have to cook after it's been a long day, or something like that. Do something that's really easy and will stretch for your family also, but is still home-cooked comfort. So guys, now that I've shared those tips with you, I would love to know your #1 grocery tip or meal planning tip to get out of a rut. And I'm also going to share with you our meal plan. So definitely leave your #1 tip in a comment below. And let's talk about our meal plan for the week. Now, I used these tips like I mentioned, and we looked through our fridge and pantry to see what we had, and several of the things that we had available to us already are going to be incorporated into our meal plan for this coming week. Our meal plan for this week, we are meal planning Monday through Sunday this week, just because that just kind of worked out better for us than our usual Thursday through Wednesday system. So for Monday, we're doing chicken parm and pasta. Tuesday, we're doing salmon, mashed potatoes, and like a veggie side. Wednesday, we're gonna have some leftovers because those 2 meals will definitely make plenty for leftovers. On Thursday, we're gonna have burgers with our French fries and hopefully salads if I can get that. Friday, we are actually going to our young adults Bible study. Saturday, we'll have pizza and salads, which we have just have frozen pizzas, so that's gonna be super easy. And then Sunday, we'll do something in the crock pot that is yet to be determined. So I'll determine that once I see what we have left over, or if I've gone to the grocery store again. So a lot of these things are things that we already had. Pretty much every ingredient for the chicken parm and pasta is already in our fridge and pantry. The mashed potatoes was already in our pantry as well. The burgers, we had the French fries in the pantry also. The pizza and salad we did have to buy. So a lot of these things are things that we're already had on hand and that we needed to use up anyway, that we don't want to go to waste. So being able to use those is definitely saving a lot for us on our grocery budget. So definitely keep that in mind too. You have to use what you have in order to make your budget stretch and to get the most out of your grocery budget. So you guys, that is all I have to share with you today. I hope that these tips have been helpful and that they give you some motivation and inspiration when you are going to meal plan for your family. If you've been stuck in a rut, know that you are not alone. I'm totally with you, but hopefully you've gotten some inspiration and are encouraged to go ahead and get back out there and meal plan away. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you very soon. Have a great day.